Hello, everyone, and welcome back to part two of Create Expectations. If you have not watched part one, you can go to Zara's channel and watch part one there. Leave a comment, like, subscribe, find out why my audio is back all of a sudden. Hopefully, it actually is back and you're not muting me. Are you muting me? You can't hear me. Stop
What?
it.
Are we starting?
Oh, man. Ah, great. Okay. Part two. Full steam ahead.
Just leave a like and subscribe and get the hell out of here, guys. We'll see ya.
Oh man. If you would like to continue to watch Zareth torture me, we're gonna talk about GAC apparently.
What? Yeah, so guys, this is the comments section
Yeah.
where people leave comments and questions and we answer them. And you didn't ask any questions. All you said was, when is Sarah's mic getting fixed? I almost said Mara's psych getting fixed.
That would have
But
been great.
it would have been not great. Thank you for being sarcastic, Sarah. That
You're
was
welcome.
unnecessary sarcasm.
There's one thing you can count on me for.
I know. So we yeah, we're gonna if you're going to not leave questions beyond the is Sarah's mic ever going to work ever question
Mm-hmm.
that I'm going to torture her by forcing her to talk about GAC for at least part of the viewer questions segment.
I feel like you just enticed people not to ask questions because they're just gonna be like, yeah, do it.
I'm like, yes, no one will talk about GAC with me. Oh wait, like basically everyone will. But
All right.
yeah, guys, for pity's sake though, ask questions so that Sarah doesn't have to talk about GAC.
Let's talk about GAC. I am super enthused.
We should change Great Expectations to super enthused.
Yep. It's above Red Crate.
That's the next level. It's blue.
Can you pause for 1 second?
Yeah. And my real co-host is back. Yes.
He is here.
Oh man. Yeah, little man. It's good to have you back. We needed good opinions.
Hey.
What? I was about to say what? You're from Canada, but so is he. So.
Yeah, so is little man. Oh man. He's
Ah.
he's a little fussy today. So we'll see how long he makes it.
All right. Oh yeah, that'll be fun. We might just end with like another PSA from me. I'm like, and little man was done.
Spoiler alert. Uh, um,
All right, so we'll try
yes.
to move through GAC. This is your ploy, isn't it, to get out of talking about GAC?
Yes.
See, that's some good tactics, and I
Uh-huh.
feel like you'd do better at GAC if you actually employed that level of tactics
Uh-huh.
in GAC.
Did I not I sent you I think I sent you at least two screenshots last season of me winning.
So you won twice?
I won at least two times. Um,
Wow.
I actually don't know
That's
what
really
my
good.
record was last season. It was 3v3. I wasn't really paying attention.
I know. Which is, honestly, I don't blame you. I really don't. It's one of those things that's like, well, like, GAC is the one thing I will play regardless, you know? Like,
Yeah.
I'll hit auto on everything else and play GAC for real, you know? Just because that's the joy for me in the game. And the thing that makes me happy about this game, honestly, is that there are a lot of things that bring people joy, and it's not just like only one game mode can knock us all out of playing. You know, it's like we're all here because GAC is amazing. And then they're like, "Hey guys, we did something to make GAC awesome, or even more awesome." And we're like, "Nope, it sucks now," and everyone leaves, and the game dies. now they're like, hey, we did something to make Conquest awful, and everyone's like, okay, well, I like the other game modes as well, so I'll stick around.
Yeah, yeah. There is a game mode for everyone. You are right.
Even little man.
Even little man. His
What?
is entering battles undersized.
Just because he is undersized.
Yes.
For a human in general, I have no idea for his age. That sounded almost. I'm like, he's a little runty. He's
He
not though.
is.
He doesn't
Everyone's
look
always
like
like,
it.
"Oh, he's so big." Like even people in the comments, which like, yes, he is big, but also every time we go to the doctor's like, "Yep, 50th percentile, right smack
Nice.
in the middle."
He's winning at not overachieving. That's good. He's saving
Ex-
his energy.
Exactly.
Attaboy. That's my co-host. So, let's just skip GAC talk because you clearly won so many fights last time that I'm
Yeah.
going to be embarrassed by your output, and let's move along. Also,
Oh,
because who knows if Little Man is gonna stay super happy. So let's go look
move
at packs. Do we have packs to review?
with packs. So I wasn't initially gonna put these in, and then I thought, you know what? Let's just look at them. They have these like they're like the Leviathan requirement packs. Are we in the game? We're in the game.
I yeah, we are now. You
All right.
started talking about it before we were actually in the game, but
Um, so there's it's these 4 packs that they've got. They're all the same price.
Hmm.
They're all Leviathan requirements. And it's to take your character to Relic 7. Upon closer inspection, so we'll just look at one of them. I believe it's to go from Relic 6 to Relic 7, like the one relic level that you get for this pack. But you also get 25 shards of the character. And I'm like, why do you need 25 shards? If you're at Relic 6, you don't need 25 shards of the character, first of all. But that's just an interesting choice.
Hmm.
And I just don't know if I would pay 20 American dollars to go up one relic level.
It seems like a whole lot. Um.
Right?
Oh, and this is from 6 to 7.
I'm pretty sure it's from 6 to 7 because
Damn.
there's only the 10 Sin Biddles, there's only 20 like
No, it must be because bronzium wiring is 40 everywhere else.
right? And like
They're like,
I
hey, we don't want to help you with the bronzium wiring.
at
The
first I thought it was
gate.
like the full like go from Relic 1 to Relic 7, which you know, now that I said that out loud and I'm thinking about it, I'm realizing that that sounds kind of stupid to think we could get 7 relic levels for $20. Um,
That would be. I'd spend on that.
I would too.
That sounds fancy. Yeah. No, I mean that's been one of the biggest complaints since even since before Relic 9 came out. Like 8, it was like you have to spend $100
Hmm.
to get one character from 7 to 8. And
Right.
like I remember I was explaining it to my wife at one point, and she was like, "Oh, so like the characters just like starts at nothing, and then they get to Relic 8, and they're the highest, and it's only like it's $100. It's not too bad." I was like, "No, you have to pay for the character to get all 7 stars.
Hmm.
Then you have to pay for the character to get all his gear to 13. Then you have to pay for the character to go from Relic 1 to Relic 7, and then you have the honor, nay, the privilege of spending $100 to go from 7 to 8.
Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah,
Well, but I mean, I will say when you put it that way, when you say like the Relic 7, because I forgot about that, $100 to go from Relic 7 to Relic 8. $20 to go from Relic 6 to Relic 7 sounds like a steal.
hey, and you get some shard shop currency too.
Yeah. I just thought the shards was just such a
You're right.
interesting.
Yeah, that's weird. Cause then, yeah,
Like I feel like if I really wanted to purchase them at 2, by the way.
Oh,
If
hey, you could get 50 shards of Basti.
you could get 50, but like if I really wanted to, I would just buy this pack, even if like Basti was done, just for the. But it's just not worth it though. I don't
I,
think.
I was gonna say you could get Bastila up from relic 6 to 7 twice.
Twice.
Yeah. She's like, I was 7 and I find myself at 6 again for some reason. Um,
But I mean, aside from the bronzium wiring, I feel like the most valuable thing in here is the signal data.
Signal data, I mean, the Electrium or whatever it's called.
True. The tunies.
The
Yeah.
Canadian thingies. Yeah. Um, yeah, I would mostly probably dollar wise. I'm not gonna do the math, but I like the Zimbiddles have some value. I feel like this had a lot more. This would be a lot more enticing,
Hmm.
like a couple months before the raid came out. Because now the raid was released, and it's like, well,
Yeah.
I can get Zimbiddles pretty easily actually, and the Electrium things, and
Hmm.
yeah. This isn't terrible, terrible, terrible though. I think a spender, someone who spends a consistent amount of like this
Hmm.
isn't this like I think you're right. The signal data is probably the best part.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Little man agrees
he
that it's the
agrees.
signal data.
The little man stamp of approval.
Yep. So
Gosh, you have a lot of fleet currency.
I know. Don't point
Oh,
that out.
you have. Hold on, I'm gonna turn your face off for just
Oh,
one
come
second.
on.
You have a lot of ally points and
I actually
gold.
spent some of those.
Credits, yeah, and those are all. I know that's like Canadian credits, but
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, it's still worth quite a bit.
I don't know. I was talking to someone about it in the guild and I was like, I just spent like a whole bunch of credits and then the other day and then they went right back up and I don't know what happened.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Prevail Man is starving. Like I unlocked General Skywalker, and then I sent you the screenshot. I couldn't even get him
I know.
to level 85. Like it's not like a hey, I couldn't even get him to gear 9 or something. It's I couldn't get him to level 85. I was like, gosh, the poverty of this account knows no bounds.
I'd donate if I could.
I would steal from you if I could.
Oh man. Okay, so mediocre pack is mediocre.
Yeah, go spend your money if you want,
And there's
I
four of
guess.
them, so realistically you could buy this 8 times.
All right.
So,
Get
yay.
Basti up to Relic 7 8 times. Wonderful.
Okay. Do you want to look at a character?
I mean, do I want to?
Eh, should
Uh,
we? Eh.
let's just our way over to that character.
All right. Um, we're going back to Phoenix.
All right, we're gonna talk about the mass murderer himself.
Yes.
He's
Chopper.
got he's got the name for a mass murderer.
Sure.
So, what do you like about Chopper beyond the fact that he's a genocidal maniac
Um,
who's light side somehow?
I like that he has a dispel.
Yeah.
Um, and I do like his taunt because I like on the Phoenix squad, I like basically being able, if I can, forcing them to attack a specific character and giving them Hera's savior mechanic thing.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so that is nice.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, his kit is pretty straightforward.
Yeah, this is a kid that I know that Gom for a long time was really enamored with him. He's got some interesting things going on. And he's an okay droid. Frankly, like he's for how old this character kid is, he does some pretty decent work.
Hmm.
I think my favorite part is that they upgraded his. So he's the one Phoenix that doesn't have a Zeta
Right.
at all. He does have a unique that so everyone shares the unique. Could you click on the unique actually?
Yeah.
He has a unique, so it shares everyone shares his unique except the very end, and it's like, hey, when they do use an ability during this turn, then he assists them.
Right.
And it just makes me laugh. They were like, man, Phoenix would be overpowered if they got this. So like, if all of them got this, they'd be overpowered. And now they released Rex, and that's totally what he does for them.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, you're so right.
Yeah. They're just like, they could have just not released Rex and just added this ability, like chopped that part of the ability off.
Yeah, just deleted that line.
Yeah.
And given Rex a different unique.
Yeah. Rex is going to be so fun with Phoenix, actually. I'm real. Right before GAC lock, like about 10 minutes before I took the plunge on my main, he's 4 stars, gear 11, not super well modded, but he's got his Omicron.
Ooh, you did it.
And I do have Relic Phoenix, so we're gonna see. I mean, I'm like number 34 on the leaderboard, so probably not gonna have an opportunity to use them, but we'll see.
We'll see.
But no, Chopper. I actually do think that Chopper is going to make the cut. However, I think he's going to be. I think it's going to be like Hera and Rex are the two most obvious, and then I think it'll be Chopper, and then like Kanan, especially with his Zeta, he's really really hard to ignore. And then maybe like Sabine or Zeb, depending. Like I think Ezra's just not going to be part of it, unfortunately.
Okay. You think maybe Sabine, like you don't think she'll just get pushed aside and go hang out with Mandos?
I mean, she doesn't really hang out with Mandos anyways already.
True.
Like, I use her on a Sauna team, but she's like, I had to get her like 335 speed or something stupid, so...
Fair. I was wondering if they were kind of telling us the team with the conquest feat by making it so specific of who you needed to survive together.
Okay.
But, I mean, I don't know Phoenix that well, so...
I don't trust CG to know the right team anyways.
That's fair. That's actually a very valid point.
But they're always like, no, you're not supposed to use... What are you doing? Why is Anakin with Night Sisters? Like, we didn't build the kit, CG.
Why is Zombie still hanging out with Kylo?
Right, yeah. Yep, exactly. Yeah, so otherwise, Chopper does some cool stuff. Like, he adds the... Like, he gives them all resilience. Like, whenever they take hits, they get protection up. He has the taunt. Oh, do the dispel he has. It's really funny, actually.
This one? Dispel all buffs on target enemy?
Yeah, because this one is funny. Like, it takes down turn meter from people. It dispels things. He recovers protection. And then droid targets are stunned for 1 turn. And the stun can't be evaded. Which stun isn't ever evaded. It's resisted or, like they use other verbiage. Like, evaded, it's not like, whoop, I dodged it. Like, haha, you can't stun me. I'm too dodgy for that. Like, it's not a... It always, if it procs, then you just take a tenacity versus potency check or whatever. And so I don't know what the evaded means. I don't know if that's like old CG speak for it can't be resisted, but
it's gotta be.
I could probably look it up, but I'm just gonna let that be a mystery for a while.
Maybe they'll change it.
Well, what's life without a little mystery, Sarah?
Bore.
Little man, remember this conversation. It's important.
He's focusing very hard on his hands, so.
They're arguably more important and interesting than what we're talking about. We're actually doing this video a disservice by not showing his hands. In fact, there we go.
There they are. Yeah. So I do think Chopper will make the cut too. I don't know why I've always liked having Chopper on the squad, but I have.
It'll make the chop.
He'll make the chop.
Yeah. He's the one I always wanted to just shut out
Yeah.
from the team. To be honest, he is pretty good though. He's super obnoxious, and the extra, like the evasion, 30% evasion doesn't seem like much until you're just missing a whole lot on him, and it's like he's a tank. I'm supposed to at least be able to connect with the tank. Like I think that's the most irritating part.
Mm-hmm.
And then you do hit, and he hits you back. It's they did a good job of making him as annoying as he is in the show.
Poor Chopper.
Okay, so
He is annoying in the show. I'm watching
who's your
the show
favorite?
right now.
Who's your least favorite? You have to pick one that you hate the
Ooh.
most.
Ooh.
Like Chopper
Chopper's.
wins it by a million for me.
Yeah, I
but
know. It is Chopper. Ezra's kind of whiny. He gives me
the
like,
first seasons he totally
yeah,
is.
yeah. But Chopper is, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I like that Ezra starts whiny, and
Mhm.
then his character growth is really awesome. Actually, toward the end, it's just like I like his character arc that he just has this attitude of, if
Mhm.
it needs to be done, I'm just gonna do it. Like I'm not gonna complain. Like it's gonna be tough, but we're just like I'm the guy for the job, so I'm gonna do it.
Mhm.
And all right, this is what we're doing.
I did,
I like that he owns it at the end.
yeah. I did just watch the episode today where Ezra goes to Tatooine because he thinks Kenobi's in danger from Maul, and Chopper goes with him.
Oh,
Yeah, and
it's
Chopper's
fun.
all whiny.
Yeah, Chopper has his moments of you're like,
He
oh,
does.
he's actually kind of he's like he's like a family dog. It's like he's the family dog who will bite anyone who approaches if they're not part of the family,
Hmm. I will say
and
he
he'll
he
even
was
bite
a
the
little
family
whiny in this
sometimes.
episode, but I did feel bad for him, so it was fine.
Chopper,
Yeah.
yeah.
You could just tell that he was all like, "Ah, I gotta go where Ezra goes, though."
Hmm.
So, anyway, moving on.
All right, maybe he'll be more. Oh, the Ahsoka show's coming out soon. I'm excited.
I know, like a
Yes.
month.
Yeah, I'm super excited. It's like almost on my birthday, real
I
close.
know. I know.
Yes.
Man.
Exciting
Um,
times. All right, should we do another one of your patrons roster roasts?
yeah, this is actually their patron of both of ours.
Oh, who is it?
I don't want to tell you because you're not gonna be happy.
Because it's a big account.
It's totally a big account.
It's not Pico, is it?
I don't know who it is.
You don't shut up.
It's totally Pico.
Oh, jeez, No.
I told Pico that I wasn't gonna tell you when we were gonna roast his roster. I was just gonna pull his
Oh
roster up.
man,
So
just whipped it on out. All right, Pico.
that's what
He's-
she said.
Yeah.
Ah.
I was hoping you'd pick that up,
Oh man.
which is, I guess, what he said.
Yeah. So yeah, this is Pico.
All right, GP, is it over or under 13 million?
I think he's under 13.
Let's see it.
I think. I can't remember. Yeah, 12.7.
Oh, so much worse than 13.
So much worse.
People criticize me for my for like I'm like, hey guys, here's an example of things, and they're like, your account is way too big, we can't relate. And I'm like, no, like you can have this team just with less relics. They're like, we can't relate. I'm like, I'll show you the exact same team on my Professor X squad, and it does the exact same thing to everything. And they're like, oh, we can relate because it's for some reason, you know. I'm like, I bet better mods on Professor X squad actually, but I'm not telling. I'm not gonna tell you guys that. All right, so Pico
Yeah,
has no. Oh, okay, so to be clear, I actually do love Pico. So
same.
no actual shade, but seriously, Pico. You need to pick it up, man. Pick it up. And stop cutting in line where people who could actually benefit from a roster roast. Like I'm like, hey, look at this. It's not Relic 9. What the hell?
Ah, man. Pico is working on a relic project right now, so um Do you want to look at his ships first?
I, no, but
No.
okay. I hope he didn't
Um,
farm like one of his ships. Like one ship is just inexplicably 6 stars.
okay, well, he has all the pilots at minimum Relic 7, it looks like. Or all the capital ships,
My
sorry.
guess is that this an account this size is had to be clear, guys. I don't want in the comments. I know this is Sarah's comments, but
Mhm.
to be clear, like whenever we talk about these high relics and stuff, I say it in my chats for my streams, uh, where it's a roast and everything. But I'm really not okay with people roasting people for spending money in the game. This is not the place for
Yeah.
that, and I don't. Like there's someone needs to keep the lights on for this show or for this the show, but also for this game though, and the whales truly do help with that. You know, like that's and people should spend their money how they want. So it's not this isn't the place to, you know, shame whales, but by any stretch. To be clear, that being said, like, why the hell did he's just like, hey, I took a worthless Sith assassin character
Hmm.
and just made her Relic 7 just because
Just because.
why not? Like 5 was already required, but that wasn't enough. We had to go 7. All right.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Pico. That annoys me.
I believe all of his ships are farmed.
Right.
And
So hold on. What's the Resistance pilot relics? I couldn't. 7.
7. So Pico is working on a Relic 7 project.
Like everyone needs to be Relic 7. Yeah,
Yes.
I've faced a lot of rosters like that. Actually, that's not. There's actually a few people I've faced where it's like they have fewer Relic 7s than Relic 8s
Hmm.
at this point. Like it's I mean, I've faced people with more than 60 Relic 9s, like close to 70. So
Yeah.
so it's relative like it's still so crazy.
It
Relic
was
7,
so
man.
so he started this project at the beginning of the year in January, and he called it the New 52. And the idea was to take one character a week to Relic 7. And obviously the crate rate has just accelerated that
Oh,
considerably.
I feel like I was able to get like 1 or 2 characters from 5 to 7
Hmm.
a week for the most part. Like for my main account
Hmm.
without even spending much. But
I
like
believe he's like so far ahead of schedule that I think he's just done.
nice. Okay, so he's got all that. Let's look at his datacrons though. Does
Okay.
he really care about playing the game well? Oh wow, he's actually got some datacrons.
Yeah, he's got a good chunk of datacrons.
Look at you, Pico. Like they're not maxed really, but all right.
Even has like the little lock icon on some of them, so he clearly is doing more with them than I am.
Yeah, you put the lock on the ones that have the good level 3. That's why you do it.
Yeah, see, I was gonna do that, and then I realized I had to use the Datacron interface.
I've actually had a bug on my computer, or not on my computer. I haven't tried it on my computer. On my phone,
Hmm.
where if when it goes to from level 2 to level 3,
Hmm.
sometimes not all the time, about 75% of the time though, it just freezes.
Yeah, I had that. I was upgrading one to level 3 actually, and it just sat like just
Like it
sat there.
got, did it get a little extra glowy from what it normally is? Because that's what happens to me. Like it goes.
Y-
It's like it's bright. It's like the brighter side of it, and then it just freezes.
Yeah, and it just stayed there, and I was like, okay, and I'm like tapping along, and I'm like, okay, and I like closed the game and opened it again, and it was still frozen. I was like, all right,
Yeah, I restarted it 7 times last night with on my alt account. Stupid.
so
Oh yeah, so
dislike
he's got some datacrons. Very well, Pico.
some Datacrons. Um, so
Ooh, all right. Oh, so let's
oh
do
yeah,
the 300 game.
let's do the 300 game. Let's do. Okay.
Remember how last time you cheated?
I did not cheat.
I just don't like it was just too shady. You were like you said too many things that I was like I think maybe she's lying.
I did not cheat. So rude. All right, so 300 game.
All right. So armor, yeah. So far, he's got most of them in the right place.
Hmm.
IG-11's okay, I guess. 000
Hmm.
is slower than Afra, I guess. I mean that might be fine. Creel, I don't know. He's actually got good speed order here. Like good,
Hmm.
like all the characters so far. I'm like, yeah, you basically want him pretty quick. I actually don't know how good at with mods he is. So,
I know he works on his mods. And I don't know how much he's kept up with this, but I know like him and I have talked about this where he would kind of have his characters in an order with the mods, and then whenever he remodded a team or like a new team or whatever,
mm-hmm.
if they took mods, he would kind of like shuffle the mods downwards. So like if he rolled a
Hmm.
really good mod, he would move it into where it needed to be, and then say it was, I don't know, boss square. That square would then get shuffled. He basically would categorize and put his teams into tiers, and then they would get pushed down, etc.
A little more organized than I am on my mods. I'm just like, yeah, I
It's
don't use you as much. You get less mod
it
power.
sounded very organized, and I wish there was someone that would just do it for me.
Yeah, it's not fun.
Um,
All right, you guess first. I had to guess first last time. That.
okay. Man, okay, wow, I just realized how many rows we've got here.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like I need to give Pico credit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. I'm like, ugh, I don't want to insult him. But
Go
I
ahead.
actually I'm gonna say it's Fallen Basti,
Okay.
which is like several rows deep. And
Yeah, I'll probably stay on that line. Actually,
mhm.
but I'll probably go with Hermit Yoda.
All right. Do you want to check Hermit Yoda first or Basti?
Let's go to Bastion. We'll just see how. Like maybe he's just 300 and you win automatically. Oh,
310.
look at that! Jeez, man. I disagree that she shouldn't be that fast. That's a poor choice. But damn, I guess.
So she's 310. So where do you think?
I don't know. We could reset the game now because we both grossly overdid it. I don't know, like Iden maybe.
Iden?
TIE fighter pilot's pretty easy to get to 7 or to
That's
300
true.
though.
305. So that's a dip.
Yeah, he's got a pretty good. Yeah, like this roster roast is just so effective. It's like
I
wow,
know.
we're
TIE
really
Fighter
just
Pilots 301. So Pico's got some really good mods.
yeah
Really.
good. I'm glad he just
There you go. Skiff Guard 300.
I don't think I would have ever guessed that, to be honest.
Me neither.
It's
Me
impressive.
neither. Um,
It's cool.
I will
Good.
say
Spider-Man head doesn't have it. Good.
no, does not.
He's got 3 Omicrons though. Damn.
I will say so we'll just go to his Jedi.
Oh, okay. Let's see how good if his ETH is Relic 7. Oh, he has Cal? Jedi Cal? No way.
He
Just
has
kidding.
Jedi Cal. His ETH is Relic 7.
Nice. Okay.
Um,
Ooh, Elf Jedi. I have her at 5. I feel like I'm eccentric for that.
7. I will say, so before he started taking him from Relic 7, he did have Kit relic for the special mission in
Mm-hmm.
territory battles. And I was like, there's no point. It's not even a special mission, it's just a mission in general. I was like, there's no point. He's not needed anywhere. He's not even in platoons. Anyway, he's now
Hmm.
Relic 7. Yeah, buddy.
Let's look at the bottom of his roster, shall we?
Oh yeah.
Oh, he hasn't wailed on Nisa or Rex. He got the
Mm-mm.
Omicrons. Okay, he did put the Omicron on Rex though. That's awesome. How are his mods on there?
Let's see. Oh.
Yeah, just standard weird stuff because You can't put a real set on him yet.
Yeah, you can't.
That's fine. Oh, let's do this. Go back to the normal thing, and then let's see if he has any characters missing mods. We can sort by missing mods.
You can do that?
Yeah, it's really helpful for GAC actually.
How do I do that?
Oh, you were on the right thing actually.
I was?
Yeah, look at all right next to it. Yeah.
What?
We don't have the mod view here, but
I don't think anybody's missing mods.
you just this is alphabetically. Oh yeah, so now then it's sorted by alphabet. That's interesting.
That's weird.
Because you were on Z's just now with Zori. All right.
Why would it sort by alphabet for missing mods?
Well, like missing mods is the #1 like criteria, and then the next one is alphabetically, I guess.
Ah, so there are no missing mods, is what we're saying.
Yes, the correct. It would be 000. No, it's pretty handy actually. Like if you go to your game. Oh, hey, what we didn't do is we didn't check how your quest was.
We can do that. I mean, we now know that all of his factions are Relic 7, so...
I don't want to be a jerk to Pico. This account, it's fun, and it's cool, and he did a good job with it. Like, good mods, like, admirable, everything. And there's just not much to roast. Like, you even have Relic... Hold on, is that Relic 9 on Mace? Yeah, I even did that. Like, I'm eccentric, and I got Relic 9 on Mace. Like...
Can you sort by relic level?
No, there's not a thing.
Dang. Why is that not a thing? I was just curious how many Relic 9s he had. But
you gotta be careful. Boba Fett's been preaching that, and I'm trying not to give him too much attention on it. So.
Okay, sorry. What was I supposed to do?
I want to look at your quests.
My quests.
Please.
Okay. Going to do that.
I want to see if you contributed on the Rancor challenge raid or not.
Quests. Here it is. 5 out of 10. Well, you know, I'd like to tag a 0.
You helped 5 times at least.
I helped 5 times, and then I wanted to tag a 0 the rest of the time.
I guess so. You didn't even have Little Man as an excuse back then.
I didn't. I just had sheer forgetfulness.
What else? What other quests do you have?
Oh, man. So I have the lovely Greedo payout one, which is taking its sweet time.
You did. You got the. So I've been putting. I just got the Greedo one. It's real easy if you just run him on the gimme Jabba ones. Like in Conquest or whatever, just run Greedo as the 5th, and then you always get contracted. I mean, it takes months still, but you get that contracted. Like you're always gonna get it anyways. So Conquest is got that one for me. The next one is the same thing except for IG-88, and he is not HUD Cartel. It's a lot harder
to get
your contract with Jabba, but I'm persevering a little bit. What about the last one? Jedi Knight. You just couldn't get off your ass and do the light hard with 5 Jedi. Like I can understand. You don't. It's not like you have like Jedi Cal to help you, or like a couple Galactic Legends Jedis. Like you didn't like specialize in using like a Jedi to command clones, or like unlock Ki-Adi-Mundi for that. Like you don't like. I bet that Pico is struggling with this one too.
I always forget that these things exist. I got crystals for this. We should just go do this.
I don't know if you can, but you can try.
What am I using? 5 Jedi?
5 Jedi, yeah.
I gotta do this. I guess I don't have to do it manually. I can do it. Whoa, I gotta pick a thing.
Yeah, you can actually, you have to select one, and then you can actually exit. Like, you can click on him, and it'll say, like, you sure you don't want to use an ally? Like, you can use one. I'm just,
Oh, really? Can I take 2?
Galactic Legends would have been epic. No, so don't, you can use him. Use whatever you want.
But then I couldn't use my Jedi Master Luke.
Yours is so much better, you're right.
We'll take my Cal. Who else should I use?
You should undersize this, Sarah.
But it says to use 5.
Yeah, I know.
I legitimately was about to be like, yeah, I should undersize it. Yeah,
I
jerk.
I talked someone into undersizing a Starkiller fight one time, and I
Oh
felt really
no,
bad,
no,
actually.
you didn't.
Yeah, I was. Well, I just said it to be funny, and they're like, "Oh, you're right. This would be easy." And then, they,
Oh no. And then they did it.
and they jumped. They still won it. Actually, it wasn't a really hard, but like they're like, "Why isn't my stuff working?" I'm like,
Oh
"There's."
no. Oh, that's bad.
Yeah,
Oh
it
man, we're not
wasn't
even in the
nice.
fight yet. Oh, okay, it's 3 waves. Never mind. Carry on. It's been that long since I've done one of these.
That was rough, man.
That was super rough. Okay.
There, now you can buy Leviathan.
Yes, bless you, buddy. Look at that, 25 crystals.
Hey, what's the next
What's the
quest, man?
next one? How do I how do I get there again? Over here?
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy. Okay. Win for yikes, we're in a losing territory right now, so that's not fun.
Oh, well, you'll have to wait for a while then.
All right. Well, maybe next crate I'll have that done. No, I won't.
All right. Shall we call it?
I think we're good. I think we're done.
We're also done. Like, I won't be here next week, so
Right.
no
Vacation?
crate. Yeah,
No crate.
cratecation. Yeah,
So we'll be back the week after that.
yeah, guys. I'm glad the volume works this time.
Me too. Man, I hope it's still working.
Let's just publish it and let people tell us if it is or not.
Yeah, but be nice.
Goodbye, everyone. Do as Sarah says.